Hey guys, my name is Jonathan Reich. I'm a licensed CPA in the state of Louisiana, and today we're talking notaries. Doesn't that just sound like so much fun? Well, it's not. So I'm going to keep it brief, but it is important. Okay, so as a CPA, I'll bend over backwards for my clients. If they need something, I'm going to try and get it to them just because I'm a part of their team. If I'm servicing 10 or 15 clients at any given time, I'm part of 10 or 15 small businesses, and I want all of them to succeed because if they make money, I make money, and I can charge them for my services. So of course, I'm going to do anything in my power to make sure that they have their workflows going smoothly. And so one of those things that occasionally comes across my desk, you may have seen it in some of my other content and media, but my bookkeeper has her notary. We do a lot of notaries in-house, maybe 40 or 50 a month, just because a lot of the invoices that come across my desk are construction related, and they're like lien waivers and releases, and those need to be notarized. And so it's super convenient because she has a notary. We can take care of it. Boom, it's done. But she's part-time, so she's not always there. And so sometimes I get myself in a pinch, or my client may come to me on a day that she's not there, and they're like, hey man, can you notarize this? And I have to look at them and be like, no, I don't have my notary. I'm just some lowly CPA. And so I learned this year about RONs, which are remote online notaries. And it's kind of been a game changer. So today I want to talk about two of them. I want to talk about BlueNotary and OneNotary. These are both platforms I've kind of taken for a ride here recently. You can see here I'm on the homepage of BlueNotary. So a little bit about them. I've used them a couple times, tried them out. I've been trying out basically all of them just to see who's got the best price, who's got the quickest connect times, the best interface. And so a little bit about BlueNotary. To me, their interface is not as smooth as OneNotary. Like when I log in, I'm like, okay, it looks a little dated to me. And that's fine, as long as it works, the pricing is fair, and you're able to get the document that you need. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the price. So a notarization is $10, so relatively cheap to get into the game. Whereas if you go over to OneNotary, they're a little bit more expensive, but I can tell you why in just a minute. So you can see here it's $25 for an online notarization, but don't let the dollars it's apples to oranges right now. Don't look at the dollars and say, oh, I can save $15, because there's always a catch. And here's the catch. The catch is you're going to have to pay monthly for the subscription. So it's going to be $40 per month if you want access to that $10 notarization. And so for me, that wouldn't really make sense because that's $500 a year. Yeah, $480 a year. Sorry, I had to do some quick math there, which is the equivalent of getting 20 online notarizations through OneNotary as a one-time price as an individual. Like I said, my bookkeeper has her online notary license, or has her notary license. So I don't really need but a handful here and there. So if you're doing a ton of notarizations, it might make sense to check out BlueNotary, but check to make sure you're in the right state as well. And the reason I say that is because they only capture 45 states. If you're in California, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and I think that's Vermont. Oh, look at me. I know my states. Vermont, it's not going to work. So I'm in Louisiana. I have clients in Arkansas. And when I used OneNotary last time, the notary was in Florida. So we don't have a problem here. So just make sure that you're paying attention to the states. OneNotary, I do like that they are available in all 50 states without any problems. Some other call outs that I want to compare the two are BlueNotary is a little bit newer in the game. And so to me, I hesitate because I don't know what their security compliance looks like. How long are they going to maintain my documents? Is everything going to be in under one house? Is it secure for 7 years, 10 years? What if there's an audit 5 years from now? Can I go back and pull my data from BlueNotary? I'm sure that you can, but I know for OneNotary that it's super robust. They're SOC2 compliant. They're MISMO compliant for real estate transactions. I just have a little bit, I'm a little bit more at ease having used OneNotary because it is an established platform. So that's a little bit about BlueNotary. They are emerging. If you want to notarize a document, you just come over here. You're going to find that you're going to have to make a login. And so I don't really care for that, and I'll show you why in just a second. But the steps that you're going to follow right here are going to be the exact same steps that you're about to see on OneNotary. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over there. So the first thing that I want to point out about OneNotary is their platform just looks a little bit more polished to my eyes. It's a little bit easier to just follow the flow. You can see all their options. And over here, you can see their plans and pricing that we just talked about. So it's $25 per notarization. But if you are a business, you can also do the similar or a similar plan to what BlueNotary offered, which was you can get a monthly subscription and then you can pay for those notaries. So with the business plan under OneNotary, you're going to get all these different features here, templates, you can connect your own notary, multiple team members, access to APIs if like you're a law firm or real estate professional. And that's really who I think OneNotary is tailored towards, are people who are going to be able to take advantage of things like the branding, the templates, the APIs. Like for me, like as an individual, it's probably like, of course they're going to want my money because my money is green, but their core audience is going to be folks who are doing a whole lot of paper pushing. And like, I don't need to push a lot of paper digitally because everyone I service on site. And so it's not necessary for me to do that. But if you're doing like a lot of DocuSigns, e-signs, of course it makes sense to go ahead and jump into a remote online notary service. Like it's just the next logical step. And so that's where I think their bread and butter is. But there's a ton of features with that monthly subscription. So let's talk about the process of notarization. So one thing that I like about OneNotary, I don't need to make an account. It seems like everyone else needs to make an account. If I want to log in and read the news, I have to make an account. I can't just like click a button and go. That's not true here. And so here you can just click notarize now, and I just need a one-time notarization. Boom. Let's click on it. All right, I'm going to pick a document, just any PDF will do. Let's upload it. All right, they're going to ask for some information. They're going to ask for my email address and my name. I share it with you folks all the time. It's legit. I'm a licensed CPA. If you want to consult with me, let me know. Happy to answer any questions you may have. There's the email right there. And yeah, I am stalling in order to get that two-factor authentication code. And we're going to punch it in. It is unique every time. Okay, we're going to stop here because I don't want to put my credit card information in front of a live video. But here's what it's going to do. You're going to punch in your credit card. You're going to punch in your billing address. And it's going to say, get ready. And then you're going to take your government-issued ID, and then you're going to hold it up to the camera. I'll show you what that looks like. So basically, you're going to take, pretend this is an ID, it's actually an iPhone. You'll put it up here, it'll scan it, and then you'll flip it around, it'll grab the front of it, and then it saves that information, and it's going to do some knowledge-based identity questions. It's going to ask you, like maybe who your mom or brother or sister is, where you've lived, what type of car you drove, maybe a job you had in the past, and then you're going to be in the session. And then once you're in the session, the notaries are super professional. They're going to ask you if you're here of your own free will. You're going to say yes. They're going to say, what is the document? Do you understand what this document is asking? You're going to say yes. And then they stamp it and they leave. It takes like 2 minutes, and then you can download your documents. Like it literally takes just a couple minutes for you to connect with that notary on OneNotary's platform. And there are ads for things like if you need a witness because you have to have like an attestation or something like that, you can go ahead and add like for $5 or $10. I can't recall what it is off the top of my head. You can pick from their witness pool, and then you have the additional witness necessary to complete your document. So overall, in my opinion, I've been a little bit happier with OneNotary. It's a little bit longer standing. I trust their security a little bit more because I do work in a very security compliant field. I think their pricing is fair. I like the speed of it. I don't have any problems with BlueNotary. I just wanted to try them out. But overall, I just feel like OneNotary is a little bit more polished. Like it just works. And so, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And so, anyway, guys, I hope that you learned something. I know talking about notarization isn't like super sexy or anything, but if you want to see some really interesting stuff, go check out my videos on like tax software. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something, and until next time.